Hello everyone, my name is Kaijo Rikodo and welcome back to Let's Play Path to Nowhere Rainbirds Part 3. Right, so before I start, I just want to address a couple of things. I think on the last video, the Let's Play Part 2, I did some misinformation. So when I say like the third part of the event there's going to be a delay in release, but apparently it's not. So they're still on their usual schedule when they release each part like on 3 days in a row. The reason why I thought there was a delay because just let me show you real quick. Right here. So because I do a quick read and then I see that there's day 2 and then the next one is day 4. So I don't know why my brain is immediately translate that like, oh wow, there's a delay on the next event, but apparently that is not relevant to the release of the third part. Yeah, but when you look at the actual date, it's actually they just releases normal like 13th of October, 14 and 15. The day is actually like an actual timeline in the game. so yeah I made that mistake, so my apologies for that. And then on the secondly, I encounter like this bug or glitch I think from, let me take a quick look. Where was it? Yeah, the Rain 302 home. I think yesterday there was a bug of when you know the black screen. There's a black screen and somehow the Garafano voices got cut off. So I contacted Aizno and report the bug, and their response is very quickly, which is I very appreciated. So all you need to do if you encounter the same problem, just to on the main screen under the customer service icon there is like a fix or repair file. So do that, and I think it's going to solve the same problem if you encounter the same problem. All right, so with that said, let's continue to the actual event, Rainburst Part 3. So previously on Rainbow's Part 3, I think Rahu and Shalom is forming an alliance, or at least Shalom is now become like Rahu's dog. And wait, this is actually the opposite. Rahu is become Shalom's dog. Basically, Shalom is the boss now. Yeah, Rahu is just definitely become her underling in a way, kinda. Well, anyway, okay, so let's go.
Which delusional fool dares to touch my possession?
So Shalom home, Erica Villa, East Side. It was a dreamless night. A soft floral scent wakes Rahu from her sleep. She opens her eyes and sees the woman close by, fiddling with the flowers beside the headboard. She removes some bandages and wraps the wound up again with new ones.
Did I wake you?
How are you feeling? You were drenched in rain last night, and I can't recall. Did I attack you last night?
I'm fine. Your injuries are worse. You were unconscious the whole night after we came back. They're all worried something bad happened to the FAC elite.
I'm fine. I just slept hard.
Get up then if you feel better. You came all guns blazing yesterday. Don't tell me you want to slack off now.
Rahu doesn't get up right away. She slumps into the warm bed and spends a moment separating reality from dream.
Nothing. I'm only a little surprised. I feel like I hadn't slept so soundly in a long time.
Shalom smiles. She draws the curtain open and sunlight instantly fills the bedroom.
Don't sleep in. Time waits for no one. Come on. We've got important things to do.
received. Ready to begin.
Erika Villa, East Side.
The current blue rain decontamination is drawing to an end. The city's contamination index has stabilized. Rainfall is dwindling progressively and will terminate completely in 2 hours, after which all city services will resume. Thank you for your support for the city. Have a happy weekend.
My nose is very itchy. Look at the model. Drizzle refracts sunlight on the flower trail. There are a few passerby, among which the two women walking one after another with their umbrellas are attracting all the gazes. Yo.
This is the important matter you talked about?
She looks good, man.
Yes.
Oh!
I haven't gone outside for a while. Did some research on East Side fashion. I'd say I'm quite satisfied with these two outfits.
They're looking good. God damn. I will say, damn. I wish I can look as good as Rahu, man, in that outfit. And Shalom is just very stylish too.
I hope the shirt doesn't feel too formal. Undo a few buttons. I bet it'll look even better.
I seriously believe that like Aizno is a fashion company in a way.
Hey, quit looking so stiff. Relax, or someone may see through our disguises.
You call this a disguise?
True. You are way too attractive, man. A passerby recognizes Shalom. He starts coming over cheerfully for a chat, but decides against it the second he sees Rahu's face behind her. In the end, he simply takes off his hat to return Shalom's greeting. Seeing her smiley face, Rahu sighed.
You said you'd take me to Paradiso's. I don't see how this is helping.
And yet, you're here. Haste makes waste. We must wait for a chance.
I don't have my usual weapon with me. If something goes wrong, I can't guarantee I can settle it with a gun.
Nothing's gonna go wrong. Trust me. I've been to the scene. That woman was pretty badly injured too last night. Without a healing ability like yours, she can only act discreetly before the blue rain stops completely.
Sorry, I'm still just in the mode that I'm still admiring these two art.
Paradisos is after her. I should have been the one to lure her out, but since you interrupted forcefully and injured her like that, I can only hope she didn't get too demoralized and run away.
You know what? I think it should be a sin to be able to be this hot.
So it's my fault?
Of course not. You've brought back some useful intelligence. Now, we can finally take action.
Before blacking out last night, Rahu told Shalom everything she knew. Garafano's own words as well as everything unusual Rahu had noticed. The assassin had been completely ignorant about Rahu the first 2 times they fought, but by the 3rd time, she seemed to have grasped the entire history of the FAC warrior.
The woman is highly dependent on external intelligence. My guess is that between the attack on the 21st and the morning of the 23rd, she must have touched base with her source. Could it be the boss of their group?
If that reckless assassin group had that kind of intelligence power, it wouldn't have survived till now. They're merely somebody else's knives. There's a secret assassin group in East Side, founded by a mania power from the underground. It preys on pitiful sinners, takes advantage of their hatred, and turns them into knives aiming at this city.
Oh, it's the garden, is it? Rahu thinks of Garafano.
The power behind these women is hard to tackle. Their discreetness grows with their influence. It's their habit to use hired knives. sharpened with mania. The recent assassinations targeting those in Paradisos were their doing too. The individual assassins are not Paradisos' real enemy. These people are. And Paradisos seeks to eradicate them at all costs.
And are you part of the cost too?
Shalom laughs, and her face seems to say, Paradisos is not as you imagine.
The range you specified was precise. The Ninth Agency's agents have begun tracking. I suppose we'll hear from them soon.
What else? I saw a team of unfamiliar faces sneak into your villa. The MBCC's arrest team. Did you arrange that too? Where did you find these people? Are you setting up a trap in your own house to catch Garafano?
Good observation.
She flicks the leaf of a flower growing on the side of the trail. The dew spatters onto her hand, leaving faint red marks.
I hear that the organization is in turmoil now, and is no longer capable of arresting sinners.
They've lost their director and several inmates are on the loose, so morale is at its bottom. Our operation is likely to succeed. It'll give a boost to their spirits if they can catch the target. They'll surely appreciate this cooperation. You can seize this chance to make some friends. They may just come in handy.
Assuming that the operation is a success, and that you can really catch her.
We will. You've confirmed the assassin's identity for me. More importantly, we now know that sinner named Garafano is highly attached to her group and the boss. This is good. I've prepared some good stuff that has to do with her boss. If she indeed loves her family, she'll show up. Now is the best time since you're away. She'll lower her guard and walk into the trap.
You know, all this talk about family kind of remind me of Whitebeard pirates.
She doesn't come across as that dumb to me.
But she's the type to lose her cool once she starts caring. That's why she's accepted such an ambitious request and wants to rope you in. You, a fellow Avenger. She's quite sentimental, probably even hiding the truth from her friends. Once we've got her, we'll grill her and decide what to do. If everything goes as planned, you're coming back to Paradisos with me.
A bona fide Paradisos local. Always scheming 10 steps ahead.
Be glad. All this scheming is helping you because I'm on your side. Now you don't have to do what you're poor at.
And what are we doing here, according to your plan?
Well, we still have a little free time before catching the assassin. Take a walk with me. You dream about going to Paradisos, but for me, I cherish my time here more.
The two stroll into a small park. Seasonal flowers are in full bloom all over the park, especially vibrant and fresh, having been cleansed by the drizzle. Sunlight pours down and glazes them with a pearlescent shine. Shalom halts all her informative talks and walks into the flowering shrubs, never turning her gaze away from the flowers again. She's smiling and seems genuinely in a mellow mood.
Once we get back in Paradisos, I won't get to see flowers like these again.
Oh, that sounds like a very depressing place.
People send you bouquets all the time. Isn't your house piled with flowers already?
Those are different. What I admire are lives like these. Lives that grow and die naturally, never at anyone's mercy. Firmly rooted in the soil and facing the sun and rain openly, they live arduously, but eagerly on their own terms. Doomed to wither, they bloom fearlessly. Each has its unique color and embraces death with its immense beauty.
You can grow your own.
I don't have a gift for that. Any flower touched by these hands wilts soon.
Rahu falls silent for a moment.
These flowers were only transplanted here temporarily. They'll be replaced once they're out of bloom to suit the taste of the rich in the villa. The rain is artificial too, a decontamination measure of the city. There's nothing natural or free about either of them. But I don't see how they're different from this thing you care so much about. You think that a picked flower becomes a mere decoration. But the way I see it, even if a flower is uprooted and cut, wherever it's brought to, it's still living its life on its own terms. A flower doesn't bloom to be looked at.
You're right.
Shalom pulls up the umbrella. She tilts her head back and lets the sheer blue rain thin her. Her face blushes faint red as it reacts with mania.
Hey!
Don't worry. I'm not as vulnerable as you think. You're right. What matters most is that we get to see the rare sun shower end.
She reaches out to catch the glistening, hazy rain. In her blurry vision, Rahu sees a faint gleam slip into her palm.
Look, a rainbow.
Miss Shalom, just as you said, the assassin came back. The new security guards have subdued her, and we're all waiting for you to come back. There's just this one thing. Just a moment ago, another strange visitor appeared. He demanded to see you as soon as possible, and he said he's brought news from Paradisos.
Moo. Who could it be?
Don't worry, field work is my strong suit.
Shalom home, Erica Villa, East Side.
Senator Garafano has been subdued. Rating A-class. Her condition is not good. She's unconscious and her M value fluctuates significantly.
Wait, didn't they like give this guy a name, like Eugene or something? Why would you still use MBCC RS team captain to address him? Unless they still count it as like different person. But the design is just too unique. It's just too a shame if just they're going to use it as a generic, NPC or something like that.
Given the special situation, with permission from the 9th Agency or the FAC, you will be granted provisional supervision and interrogation rights. But currently, there are no effective measures to control her mania, so please beware.
Oh, so well, I think I missed something. So Garafano get caught already?
I'll follow up the procedures with the 9th Agency. For now, this sinner will be transferred to Paradisos for management. Once she wakes up, I'll finish the interrogation.
What's with the outfit though?
You may leave.
The MBCC team nods and exits silently. As soon as no other outsider remain in the room, the authoritative man turns to the who. Sorry. As soon as no other outsiders remain in the room, the authoritative man turns to the two who've just returned.
You should have stayed here, Shalom. What happened?
The plan was to lure the attacker out. I have indeed accomplished it, though in a different way. When the situation changes, the plan follows, no?
She says as she placidly takes off her hat and sunglasses and places them on top of a chest on the side, diverting the man's gaze from Rahu.
Your sudden appearance surprises me more, liaison officer. Is there a new order?
Paradisos wants to confirm if you've completed your task. Things have changed over there. They have a new mission for you. Get ready and tend to your injuries. We leave tonight.
I still have a few words for Miss Garafano. Is it urgent?
I'll finish the interrogation for you. It's a highly urgent assignment. Be prepared to go all out this time.
Ooh. Shalom is silent for a second.
I see. Meaning the possibility of death is high. When I die, who's gonna take over? Have you found my replacement?
We'll see to that soon. As I said, this is an urgent matter.
God damn, these people are so heartless. As he speaks, the liaison officers take a step towards Shalom, but is stopped by someone. It's Rahul. This damn familiar taste of rigidity, arrogance, indifference, and disregard. Good old Paradisos. Without the face mask protection, the taste instantly recalls the distant nightmare. A tornado of emotions seized her: hatred, anger, and pain, gnawing at Rahu's sanity. If she had her shield, she would already be wielding them furiously.
I've received an order to protect this woman. I can't just stand back and watch when her life's being threatened.
FAC, Special Task Force, Sinner Rahu. She should be on the BR-002 mission in West District now. Why is she here? Shalom, your mission is to be the bait. Bait shouldn't need protection. It contradicts the purpose of the plan. Why did you recruit her?
She shifts the side of her body and slots herself between the liaison officer and Rahu.
You need not worry. It's all for the plan. I am fully aware of the importance of the new mission. Even if the chance of success is slim and I'll likely die, I'm all ready. It's a shame, though. We've made huge progress on the other mission. Besides that Sinner assassin, we've also traced her source of intelligence. If we keep digging, I suppose, we may be able to locate the entrance of the underground.
What?
Yes. We're at a critical point, and the same chance may not come again. If I die, the clue may be lost before my replacement takes over. What would be your decision, liaison officer?
Both matters require urgent attention. This is not a decision I can make. I should report it.
No need. Time is scarce, and none of us here can afford to miss the chance. I have a proposal that can solve both problems. I'll accept the new mission and leave for West District immediately. After, you'll find a replacement, if there's a need for one. As for the work here, you may delegate it fully to this FAC soldier.
Rahu's eyes widen, but Shalom pays no attention to her shock and simply smiles casually at the Paradiso's liaison officer.
This FAC soldier has performed splendidly as my bodyguard. She is reliable and capable of serving Paradisos in my stead. I won't say she outshines me in all aspects, but in some, she can certainly do a better job than I can. The 9th Agency's investigation will yield results soon, and you should let her follow it up. If we're lucky, we'll find the underground's entrance in no time. The Shepherd's location is now unknown, but the underground's threat is intensifying. Paradisos could use more reliable sinners.
It sounds like a tempting offer. The liaison officer has clearly taken the bait and is mulling it over.
It's worth trying.
In that case, I'll leave Garafano's interrogation to you.
The liaison officer nods and leaves, seeming to agree that time is not on their side. When Rahu and Shalom are left alone in the room, Shalom finally turns to smile at Rahu.
See? Thanks to me, you're only a step away from Paradisos.
And must I watch you die too?
Shalom smiled, a hint of resignation in her eyes.
Only you'd care about a tool's death, which means you're not qualified to be a tool yet. Don't waste the chance I've given you. Didn't you swear to infiltrate Paradisos and fulfill your mission? Know your priorities and focus on your duties. Paradisos doesn't need weak minds. Or am I more important than your one and only master? You'd give up your revenge plan for me?
Stop joking.
The mention of Farna only reminds Rahu of her dying face. She should have protected Farna, but Farna sacrificed her life to save Rahu instead. What a joke, and somehow she recalls that at this juncture.
Don't get the wrong idea. This is a test you must complete. You shouldn't waste more time here. Accomplish your mission. Find the patron and source of intelligence behind this series of attacks, follow the clues, and uncover everything about the underground. Whatever happens, keep moving and don't look back. Only when you serve as a good tool, find them what they need, and enter Paradisos, the plan I mapped out for you can be considered a success.
But what about you?
I did recruit you as my bodyguard to avoid getting hurt or killed. But in the long run, my fate is always held in the hands of my users. Whether you're there makes no difference. So don't worry about it. Walk your own path. You've got one now.
Rahu's fist clenched and relaxed a few times. Finally, she collects herself. Shalom is right. Everyone has their own path. After all these years, Rahu knew very well what she should do. Her realization weighed much heavier than the slight frustration she felt at the moment. But
You get me. My life was torn into pieces long ago. Vengeance is the only thing that got me here. I'd give up everything for it, without a second thought. Along the way, you've helped me find myself and shown me where to go. Thank you for keeping your promise. I won't let you down. The test, the mission, whatever you ask of me, I'll get them done. But I don't want a chance exchanged with somebody's life. Don't make me a laughingstock again.
she took a half step back, her expression serious, and bowed to the woman before her, in her capacity as an FAC member.
You asked for my protection. Then give me a chance to realize my promise. Don't die.
Oh, I think she grew attached to Shalom already.
You'll have it.
I gotta be honest, it's very romantic in a way.
With the recent changes in West District, a new wave of mania flux is expanding, and the FAC has launched another emergency Blue Rain decontamination program that is expected to last 3 days.
I got the transfer order. What is this about? You're getting transferred? Where? Paradisos? Did you really approach them by yourself? You can't get back at them alone and so recklessly. You're gonna get yourself killed! We'll work out something together. I'll help you this time. Come back. Instructor and everyone wants you to be alive and well, not dead. Please, you're my last comrade, Rahu.
Accomplish your mission. Find the patron and source of intelligence behind this series of attacks. Follow the clues, and uncover everything about the underground. Whatever happens, keep moving and don't look back. Walk your own path. You've got one now.
Conrad,
Yes.
thanks. Without you, I'd have already died 1,000 times. You gave a home to a mad stray like me. In the coming days, visit the graves of everyone on my behalf.
What do you mean? Are you going on some suicide mission?
No, no suicide missions for me anymore. The path before me is no longer dark. I know clearly what I must do from now on. Take care of yourself, brother. When it's all over, I still want to come home.
Rahu? Hey, Rahu!
Rahu hung up the phone. Reflecting on her past self, she found it somewhat amusing. If Varna were here, she would undoubtedly tease her even more relentlessly. Perhaps she should visit her later. Being preoccupied with talk of revenge, it has been a long time since she last went to the cemetery. Rahu mounts her motorbike and disappears into the Blu-ray. I want to see her motorbike. I think it's gonna be super cool. Gonna be like some, mechanical with machine gun in it. I don't know, man.
Which delusional fool dares to touch my possession?
This is a hidden basement in East Side. The interior is installed with many invisible traps. They are not the usual physical mechanism, but some kind of sinister occult sorcery. According to the 9th Agency, this is the evil means employed by the underground mania power.
Expect the worst contamination. It'll be too intense on a sinner. You'd better wait for reinforcements.
I can't wait any longer. The enemy may destroy the evidence any time now. I fought against a similar force not long ago. That sinner used the same power. I'm certain this is where she got her sorcery from. I'll be breaking through and cleaning things up. Please cover me.
Rahu confirms the location of the suspicious room where a glimmer still flickers. She readies her weapon, steadies her breathing and mood. This kind of battle isn't even worth mentioning in the FAC. Charge. Finally battle. I can use anything? Okay, sure. Use
I can
Rahu.
eradicate any threats. If that's what it takes to guarantee your execution time.
Powerful and because I don't want to struggle.
I'll relieve them of pain.
Okay, I need
Got to face that boring breed.
Today's performance is about.
Okay, let's kick ass. And by kick ass, mean just waiting until we finish the stage because my character is too OP. Whoa, is that a new enemy? Oh, this one is a new one. Two more. Come on, last one. What takes so long to just come out? The defenses were more stringent than expected, indicating that this place held significant importance to the enemy. Yet Rahu succeeded. When she penetrated the target location, it was eerily silent inside. Sumire! A figure in black has collapsed on the floor. A woman in purple stands next to him, a long umbrella in her drooping hand. A viscous liquid drips off its tip, giving off the stench of death. The collapsed man is clad in a black raincoat, seeming to have been impaled by the umbrella defenselessly. A familiar single-eyed rune is branded on his palm. The woman stares down blankly at the man slumped next to her heels. She only turns slowly to Rahu a while after she's barged in.
Such intense power. You're the FAC sinner, the one who defeated Garafano. Too bad. You came too late.
Rahu glances at the figure in black and readies her sword shield.
That's Garafano's patron. Did you do that to shut him up?
Patron? More like a swindler. Garafano didn't care about bounties. She only wanted to stop Paradisos from harming us. These scum targeted her impatience. She was baited by fake intelligence and went ahead to challenge Paradisos on her own. We're merely wilting flowers that got lumped together, yet she treated us as family, and even went that far for us. Garafano, we've gotten rid of the vermin that deceived and used you. We'll come and save you. Until then, don't try anything stupid.
This level, okay, so this level of bond. Now, if I like analogy the family thing is like Whitebeard pirate. This one now is more like the spiders from Hunter x Hunter. They care each other this much, even though they are killing people. Bang! With a sharp blow, Rahu subdued the sorrowful assassin. When her shield collides with the umbrella, she realizes it's a hefty metal umbrella. Of course, this woman is a sinner too.
Stop talking in riddles. Explain what happened. Attacking Erica Villa, spreading mania contamination, injuring many. She acted as the mania merchant's knife. Her crimes cannot be pardoned simply because she was used.
Listen to your pretty talk, Paradiso's lapdog.
With the flickering light from the monitor screen, Rahu finally makes out the woman's face. Her eyes are hollow as ashes, her face streaked with stubborn tear stain.
You have eyes like ours. I bet you've had someone important in your life.
I never see this Sumire art before.
After struggling in the dark for years, you met the only light in your life. You'd never dreamed that he would appear, but he did.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do. In your head. Whose image are you seeing in your mind? Who do you get courage and strength from? You thank him, cherish him, would give up everything for him, even your life. Whenever you think of him, you no longer feel lost. Do you have that person in mind? Now think about someone taking him away from you! Somewhere you don't know. Your cherished one is being mercilessly used and ruined. You don't know whether he's dead or alive. Before you're aware, you've lost him forever, without even a chance to fight for him. Imagine it. Experience it once more, and you'll understand how I feel. Paradisos is the reason why we're exploited and destroyed repeatedly, like we don't matter. You have eyes like ours. Then why are you still on their side?
The woman shouts as she draws a compact weapon with one hand and throws it at Rahu. Rahu dodges narrowly, and as she is about to strike back, she notices the enemy's body mutating. Wait, what? The assassin body is emitting faint red spikes of light. The luminous spikes are intertwined with filthy contamination. Mania. The sight is so ominous that even Rahu dares not get close. The woman in purple is suffering in pain, yet she doesn't resist or load the luminous spike. Instead, she lifts her hand to touch them. Soon, the spikes shatter and only sorrow remains on the woman's face.
Fine. I don't have a reason to fight you. Just cut me some slack. Don't make me wreck this place. The intelligence here is crucial to you. Take a close look. You won't want to miss anything. When you're back, tell your owner. The bloom season's here. The mentor is off to the banquet. Just as you wish.
She disappears into the darkness, but the vehement words remain. Rahu tried to restrain those bad talk and focus on the current mission. While she waited for the contamination cleanup team to process the scene, she checked all the intel she could reach at hand. The documents looked like communication record, some encoded, others clear. Rahu mentally notes to be wary of traps as she dives into the details. Many of the records focus on the tactic for the West District. Rahu isn't too invested in what's happening there, as she's not quite getting the bigger picture yet. She's only sure that the underground has retreated to the West District to get a hold of BR-002, but the comeback of the Black Ring has thrown a wrench in their plans. They're playing with the rust fire again, stalking that corpus, and are willing to give up their one shackle just to pull us back in. Feels just like 8 years ago they are in a hurry. That doesn't mean we are ahead. That's what's more intriguing, that their endgame are the trick up their sleeve. Paradiso's never been one for grand shows of manipulation. It doesn't fit their MO, cutting to the chase. They are using the sinners, harnessing the strength of Mania in ways we didn't see coming. You mean that knockoff? Way before him by NF-103 at the latest. They already rolled out this tech in the field. The blossom I've raised are proof of that. Back in NF-103, Paradisos broke through the primary Black Ring, sending orders to scores of folks in the DC. The Hypercube can't pull that off. It's got to be the Deep Mania. That should simplify things. Can your title find these folks and take her out? I get that we are short-staffed, but a little help on your end will be nice. Rahu's breath quickens. The cryptic messages multiply, each with its unique meaning, and none boded well. She constantly tells herself that this might all be a setup, maybe even deceit. She has to keep her cool. Right then, a new message pops up, clearing all her doubts. Need backup. Meet at this spot.
This is...
Good job.
What?
Let's go back and...
I kinda confused, like, was that Sumire? Like, I just feel like it's very different vibe than the Sumire that I read on the interrogation.
Operation on. Everybody stay alert.
Inside the bedroom, Shalom opened her eyes and gets up slowly. The bandages on her have all been unwound, strewn across the bed. But all her wounds are gone as well. Body repair always consumes a lot of stamina. Shalom feels exhausted. She rings the bell.
Yes, understood. I've just repaired my body. I've spent too much energy on it.
Why she sounds like she's a robot or something?
Yes, understood. I'll get going soon.
Outside the window wall, the blue rain shrouds the entire Erika villa, falling incessantly. The person she's waiting for is not here yet. Oh no! What did they do to Garafano? With a woman's scream from downstairs, the door opens.
Miss Shalom, you're close.
Thank you.
The maid enters to help Shalom dress. She dares not close the door, but the voice keeps creeping in from downstairs, alternating among cries, curses, and hysterical laugh, reminding her of how that severe liaison officer from Paradisos is interrogating the poor assassin. Since that liaison officer entered the house, everything has felt different. The maid shivers uncontrollably, her finger brushing against her employer's skin. Shalom can feel the fear underneath the icy cold.
Are you scared of me? Because I'm from Paradisos too?
No, that's your private matter. Whoever you are, whatever you do, it's not my place to judge.
You seem to really need this job. Don't worry, I'm not going to fire you. I adore this mansion and your company. You've been doing an excellent job. You should stay. These frightening scenes, just pretend they're a nightmare. Take a few days off and come back to work when you feel better. Take care of my garden, Rosa. I hope the day I return, I'll find that nothing's changed here.
Miss Shalom,
All right, off you go, or I'll be running late.
Shalom exits her room, goes downstairs, and enters the guarded basement.
Set off if you're ready. The car is outside. I'll take over everything here.
Of course.
She glances at Garafano lying on the floor. The assassin is barely even breathing, but her eyes are still full of indignation and determination. After brief consideration, Shalom begins.
No need to coerce her further. Rahu will bring back the intelligence.
That FAC soldier hasn't been officially recognized yet. Moreover, if she can do that, it's one more reason to kill this worthless assassin. She will be executed here.
She's not worthless.
Good job, Shalom.
The person behind this assassin, not her patron, but her leader, seems to value their members' lives. She'll make excellent bait. The questioning may be futile, but her boss is probably willing to meet you and exchange her with some intelligence Paradisos could use. I got this piece of information from Rahu too, and it's yours now. Is this reason enough to keep Garafano alive?
That makes sense. I'll report.
Somehow triggered by one of these sentences, Garafano opens her eyes and shoots an agonized and loathing glare at the two people peering down at her.
I
Whoa!
won't let you do that. I won't.
Damn, that is like final boss material there. And she's controlled by Parma. Garafano is clutching a single-eyed rune in her palm. She gained immense power but also submitted completely to mania. Filthy spikes protrude all over her body.
So this is the last resort the Underground has granted you, tempting you to go down together with them. How stubborn. That's why they can manipulate you so thoroughly.
Keep your hands off them.
The underground sorcery? Stand back!
But Shalom doesn't listen. She simply watches as the manic sinner charges at her again. A deafening crash draws the sheriff near the house as they check with the security chief if they should take a look inside. The front door flies open and a seal hat bolts out. With a heavy stench of blood and chilling vibe, this person dashes into the downpour, vanishing into the pitch black faster than any normal person could. Everyone is frozen in shock. The Paradisos liaison officer walks out of the mansion. He suffered some light injury but has returned to his usual calm self.
A classmania threat. Underground sorcery confirmed. Orders for all combatants on site. Intercept this sinner. Do not kill her. Capture her alive.
You know, I wish he died already. I don't like that freaking liaison officer.
Don't touch the pollutant. Keep up.
In between whether Paradisos or Garafano, I'm more on Garafano's side so far.
Target Sinner is moving towards the northeast of the villa where her partners are. All sheriffs in the villa. Intercept her with all you've got. But our job is just to protect that mansion and that woman. The MBCC arrest team are still here, aren't they? I know they haven't gone far. They're standing by right outside the villa. You should let them handle this. They're on another mission. Your job is to capture this frail sinner in the villa. Do not let her escape and don't let her die. Frail? You call that frail?
He's cut off. On the other end of the flower trail, the manic monster is charging at him. Immense fear wrecked the sheriff's sanity like a howling tempest.
Get out of my way!
Is this? Okay,
Okay.
let's use
Fine.
Zoya. I want to use Zoya.
I'll
for
go.
now.
Time for a little exercise. Execution time.
I need range. How long is here? Let's put only here. Let's put iron here.
Getting my hands dirty could be fun.
And then, whatever.
If you want to use me,
6. Let's do it. What is that weapon behind? Is it like a kite? Oh, that thing is super durable. The one in the middle. Right, about the sweep though. Like, did she do it after like a couple of auto attack like Serpent? Because I think the last time I read her kit, there is no indication of her doing that. Oh shoot, there's so many. Let's have it.
Show's about to start.
I've heard your little garden was attacked recently. Paradisos is finally coming after you, isn't it?
It's you, scum from the underground. Don't drag us into your battle with Paradisos. We're not your tools anymore.
Think your hands are clean now? Paradisos doesn't care. You'll always be an underground rat in their eyes. They've been after you for a while now. We founded this group. We saved you and helped you get your revenge. Your rebirth is a gift from us.
No, not you. Vengeance wasn't what saved me. My family was. I was saved by her. And everyone.
And Paradisos will wipe them out soon. Neither your boss nor your family can defend against that. One day, and you know that day is coming soon. Unless...
How powerful is Paradisos if the garden can even stand against it?
Let's make a deal. The administrator of Paradisos, the one leading your eradication, he's exposed himself. Together, we'll find him. I'll grant you enough power to safeguard your new life.
The bullets are piercing into Garafano's body, The mania within her lessens the impact, but can't cancel it out completely. Her senses are blurring, only the stubborn determination fueled by fear keeps her bolting.
Can't get caught again. Can't be used again. I must not become bait and endanger them. This mission...
Like, I don't even know who's the bad guy anymore. Like, the first part of part 1 and part 2, it's more like Garafano is trying to kill, not exactly innocent, like you know, fragile Shalom. But then now, the way Paradisos doing things, just I don't like it. I think Paradisos is the actual bad guy in here, at least in my eye.
Spoiler. I'm going to run
It's
away
subjective.
in a bit. Better catch up to me.
I will be on the garden side, to be honest, if I have to choose. The blue rain keeps intensifying and sears the sinner body, but fails to slow her down. The single eye rune is burning into her, feeding her power and madness. More and more contamination-packed single-eyed corruptor are split and replicated from Garafano's body, and farther away, strange roaring sounds come from all over the villa. This place seems to become a petri dish for mania.
And they said not to kill her. How do you even do that? Why did they make us fight a monster like this? We're only human. It's impossible. FAC! Come back! Help me! Help!
Oh, nice. Some strategy, I guess.
Time for a little exercise. Getting my hands dirty could...
Let's do it. Perhaps just put Langley behind, just in case we need the charging. I don't think we will need though, like, they're all powerful. Is it just me or the charging is very slow compared to like the first? Well, I think the one that we only can deploy Rahu is like a puzzle stage. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, what the hell?
Good show's about to start.
Ah, thank God I bring Darren. That thing just now, the ghastly thing just now, is probably gonna be really troublesome later.
I once lost everything. Without warning.
My poor child. You have nothing left. Come with me. At least you'll meet others like you. You can even plan your revenge. I'll show you how.
Is that the voice of Kokwelik, I wonder?
Then I regained everything. Unexpectedly.
Are you sure I can have these beautiful clothes? Thank you. You're like my mom, Garafano. Oh, sorry. I mean sister.
I feel a bit embarrassed calling you Big Sis. You came here before I did and have taught me so much. To me, you'll always be a senior I respect from the bottom of my heart.
Is that Sumire Silhat?
Don't think I'll fall for your trick. Just wait. I'll be back.
That's Geka Bijin, right? Oh, there we go. There we go.
Now, no one can threaten us anymore. Severed, hushed. Goodbye. From today on, you can take whatever job you like. Butcher whoever you need to at the price you ask for. Go wherever you want. You may even leave if that suits you. You don't take orders from anyone anymore. Except me.
Ooh.
Not even hatred restrains the garden now. I give you freedom. It's your own life. Squander it the way you want. As your mentor, I permit it.
I've lived for myself. I've found my treasure. I'd rather die than let anyone hurt them. You can dream of getting past me.
This sounds like Demon Ultimate quote. You can dream of getting past me. A heavy blow struck her left shoulder and sent her to the other end of the track. It's a familiar figure. She had cleared the villa of mania sorcery, but the accumulated contamination had already exceeded tolerable limits.
Garafano, it's you. What happened to you? Shouldn't you be in the villa? How did you escape? You carry the scent of her blood. What happened?
Oh, did she actually injure Shalom too? She asked, but such a question was now pointless. They were like two beasts deeply corrupted. The mania rampaged within them, and even a greater amount of blue rain would be just a drop in the bucket.
See?
Crap, this is getting deeper. Whose side are you on? I'm still on the side of the garden. I just don't like Paradisos, except for
I won't let you down.
Shalom and Rahu, of course. Oh damn, there's one behind? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, Shalom, not Shalom, Rahu, I want you to protect. What? I cannot move Rahu. Come on. What level is this? I think I need to bring some core breaker. Here. I want some distance. That can attack from distance, so I can.
If I win, extra meat for dinner.
I'm gonna move Rahu later behind the chief. And then how many more? Let's see. I need to break that thing. Just use iron then. To watch the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Okay, Rahu move back. Oh no, actually no. We need help with that. Let's put it here. I think iron can do. Oh shoot. No, that is not good. Honestly, this is very awkward position. Yo, that design. Look, do you look at this? Oh my god, look at the design. Yo, look at that. Garden Slayer. Holy shit. Top tier design there.
Time to
love
die.
it, love it. You gotta love it.
Good show's about to start.
Too late to run away, Prey.
Good show's about to
Oh, there's the
start.
bosses. Oh, cool. Shoot.
Good show's about to start.
Vanish.
I think she can handle it fine. I should have bring her healing or something. Oh, never mind. It's still pretty easy.
Shall devour everything.
Pretty awkward. But that design though, like I love it. When everyone rushes to the park, the battle is already over. Shattered plants lie across the park and the land is covered in corrupted remains. A pair of heels is keeping Garafano down. Her single-eyed rune burns constantly in vain, eventually dims and dies out. Whoa. At last, only Rahu stands at the center of the battlefield. The contamination all gathers and huddles around her. Her sword shield are hefty and sharp, and her battle uniform is covered in blood stains.
Is the assassin still alive? Another monster?
Where's Shalom?
The liaison officer brow furrowed and quickly turned to leave, yet he was stopped by someone. Shalom halts the liaison officer, not uttering a word, just gazing intently at the nearly uncontrollable beast in the midst of the blue rain. After a moment, she moved forward alone, stepping into the ravaged garden.
Look what you did to this place. I liked this garden a lot. Why did you come back? Didn't I tell you to accomplish your mission and not look back no matter what?
The blue rain and contamination stir her senses alternately. They can't see Rahu's face. Her breathing sounds labored through the face mask. Though exhausted and repressed, she looks like a menacing ghost. Only one thought remains.
Are you the user of 05257885?
Is this all you've come back for?
Shalom sighed.
You failed your test, Rahu. You've sabotaged your own path. I'm disappointed in you.
Everything is as I've planned.
Huh?
Please protect me, Chief!
She's becoming more aggressive. Shalom, get ready to...
With her huge sword, she picks up a dead corruptor and tosses it at the liaison officer. The second the Paradisos man grabs Shalom's arm. He gets knocked off forcefully. Frightened, the others retreat a few steps. The spilled contamination spatters onto the hem of Shalom's skirt. She turns back to glimpse at her attacked companion, then replaces her gaze on Rahu expressionlessly.
That won't do it. Violence is not enough to get the answer you want. I'll show you how.
She turns to Garafano, who's on her last breath beneath Rahu.
The sinner under your feet is wanted by Paradisos. I need her to complete something important. You can threaten me with her life, then threaten the higher-ups with mine. That way, Paradisos may spare you a glance.
She spoke these words with a smile. As Rahu watched, memories of scrolling intelligence and data flashed on her mind, and her vision gradually blurred with a reddish haze.
You were never the disposable pawn. You're one of them. You are Paradisos. You...
Hate alone gets you nothing. Do it, Rahu. Either to her or to me. What's stopping you? You've chosen to be the most resolute avenger. Then hesitation is your worst enemy. Or do you suddenly regret hurting her? You want to protect her now? Because you're an FAC soldier?
Shalom steps closer, slowly but directly making her way to Rahu, followed only by that floating scrolls triangle. She walks over those corruptor remains trembling in the heavy blue rain, unbothered by the dead bodies. Rahu's temple drops rapidly, and the harder it is to control the sword in her hand, it threatens to crush Shalom's statue like icy smile.
Enough! Stop trying to manipulate me with your words! What did you do in DC? What exactly did you do 10 years ago?
Don't you know the answer already? Why ask? What do you want to hear from me?
Wait, so it was confirmed that Shalom is dead? 05 something something?
Answer my question! Are you...
I am.
Oh, what? No! 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 That's just... Oh my god, no! Shalom stops where she can be easily struck once the huge sword is swung. Her smile is ice cold, denying all burning emotions. Oh no, what is the revelation?
I'm the user of channel 05257885. What are you going to do?
Icy rain drenched her from head to toe. The world seems to freeze in an instant, everything before her becoming crystal clear. Each raindrop stood out distinctly, slowly sinking along with a decade of smoldering hatred, making her truly calm for the first time. Rahu's soul lies in this wax figure-like woman, but she has also glimpsed the sliver of truth behind those lies, among the crack of the facade. A heavy curtain of secrecy slowly descended between them, yet for the first time it was so close to Rahu, almost within reach. Okay, so she lies, right? Her anger is extinguished, replaced by a profound, crystal clear determination. Rahu reaches out.
How dare you step on my flower?
Oh my god, there's another. Something interrupted her. On the other side of the garden, a white streak of light slowly traced its way, faint yet visible, slithering like a snake into the darkness. Not far off, the white light connected with several security officers, and the first scream echoed. Garafano quivered once. The dark substance spilling everywhere is not blood, but bright red petals. They bloom out of the human body and instantly gather into strange spikes aiming at her. Rahu saw it and raised her shield to intercept, blocking them all. Then, a few more flew in, grazing past Rahu, missing their mark. No, they didn't miss. This round of attack is aimed at. More spikes break through the blue rain and soar past Rahu, aiming at Shalom with deadly force.
Finally.
Oh, the boss is here. Oh, that was so cool. Blue beams strafe across the field all of a sudden, wrecking everything with the cutting cold light. When silence falls again, in the incessant blue rain, an object floats in the air quietly, pitch black as the night. The scroll that's been following Shalom. Where Rahu was standing is now empty. Garafano has been taken away. Only a strip of cut-off white lace lies on the ground. The enemies are already gone. But it doesn't matter. The program runs smoothly and the threat has been removed. The scroll is switched back on standby mode and hovers back to Shalom.
Yes, I saw her. It's okay. If she showed up tonight, she'll show up again. And even if I want to chase after her now, I can't.
Well, you got some explanation. Oh, she got hit! What the hell? Oh no! Rahu props herself up above her. Her back is deeply pierced by several red crystal spikes that unknown inner power. These spikes are sapping Rahu's life, but the deeper wounds are in front. Her stomach and shoulder are shot through by the beams, and the hit hurting her internal organs. The culprit of this wound is Shalom's scroll, which is now staring coldly at this like a dark phantom.
Fatal wounds. It must hurt a lot. You moved too fast. I couldn't stop it in time.
Wait. What's going on here? So Rahu protect Shalom, right? Shalom is not hurt.
I didn't think you'd go that far. Why, Rahu?
She gently touched Rahu's wound. Then she reached out to take off that menacing face mask. A pool of blood pours down from the face mask, wetting Shalom's chest. Oh! Oh, damn! All right, so I'm back. Sorry, so there was a blackout on my place, so it was the connection just got cut off temporarily. So let's continue from where we left off. Where was
Fatal
it?
wounds. I didn't think you'd go that far.
So where was it? I think it's around here. Beneath the mask, the soldier is losing her vitality rapidly. She is struggling to hang on. Shalom gently wiped Rahu's cheek, calmly clearing away the blood and waiting for her to voice her final resolve.
Because you were lying. You were provoking me on purpose. I could tell.
This story is seriously such a roller coaster.
Why? Who were you harboring? What were you covering up? Tell me the truth.
You got me. I was so close. Fine. I'll tell you.
Shalom sits up and wraps the incapacitated warrior in her arms. Under the scroll gaze, her soft voice flows into Rahu's ear.
I'm the user of that channel, but not the 052 you're looking for. I was her replacement in the Eclipse operation. When she became unavailable, I took her place. That's what we were. Tools. But had I been there, I would have done the same. So rest easy. You didn't miss your chance for revenge, or hate the wrong person. If we're talking about the people you should hate, there are way too many.
Rahu could barely hear her words. Her body collapsing is making her consciousness fade, but as it did, that very resolve became even clearer.
Was that a test to betraying me, provoking me, mocking me? All of this just to see if I make a good tool.
The tool test was over long ago. You'd already failed the moment everyone saw you return. You're not cut out to be a tool. You're destined to be free. Unlike me. So if I were to take you to Paradisos, I must do it another way. Your rationality may not defeat all madness, but your loyalty can. Loyalty beats all your irrational thoughts and guides you to the truth. It's the most invincible, reliable, and everlasting thing. You're the best knight there is. No tools can compare. Paradisos will want you, and only one step remains. I'll get you there. I'll help you gain their absolute trust.
The soft word eats away at Rahu's consciousness until she sensed a strange existence enveloping her body quietly, all premonition of pain, numbness, and death fading.
What is this?
Behind Shalom, in a realm so distant yet so near, a flickering existence appears quietly, colossal and ice cold. It extends countless tentacles of light, touching every corner of Rahu's soul.
Is this your ability? What are you doing to me?
You've suffered fatal injuries. You're dying. That's the reality. The only thing that can bend reality is mania. I'll guide you through it. I don't have the power to fight in real battles, but I can touch everyone's mania and guide it to realize their will. As long as you want to live, with my power, reality can't kill you.
Wow, that sounds very overpowered.
And after that, our minds will be inseparable. The more you use your power, the more you'll submit to my orders. This way, Paradisos will be completely reassured too.
You want to control me?
You're free to refuse. Your soul is way stronger than I imagined. You can still make your own choice. You may choose death and forgo all your freedom and duties. But I hope you can live. You're the most impressive exception in my plans, and the biggest surprise. Don't die, Rahu. I'd hate that.
Do it. Use your power, and I'll use mine. Let's see if I can kill you before you dominate me.
Oh. Shalom smiled. She placed her hand on Rahu's shoulder. The pain eases. Rahu wants to go ahead and end everything, but fails to sense the result of her action, as if suddenly stranded in a wilderness in the mind. Darkness falls and chasms split the wilderness open. Countless light peek through the gaps, as if someone was spying, entwining her, draining her. Memories surge like a torrential river. Images embrace her, only to be devoured and fragmented. Familiar faces approach, melting away to be replaced by the visage of others. Rahu reached out, trying to grab something, but it slipped through her fingers like a fleeting memory. She looked at her empty palm, then forward into the vast darkness, where even the stars seemed bottomless. The only thing left in her ears was a singular voice. Keep running, Rahu. Keep running. That's the meaning of life. Was that Farna? Finally, the world quieted down, everything dissolving. Rahu took a step, venturing into the depth of the dark. From that moment on, there was no more confusion. You spent more time than expected. Your physical condition is unstable too. Did you use your ability?
Yes, I'd planned to crush her with hatred at first, but I failed. She's stronger than I thought. Subduing her has cost more than I expected, but it's worth it. She was loyal to me in the first place. It filled in the gap in the plan. She is no longer a risk factor. With the current state of affairs, I can't just rely on my existing power. I need a strong and loyal protector. Paradisos needs more reliable sinners, something more reliable than the MBCC. The underground power previously lurking in East Side has probably already relocated to West District. The measures they've left to hinder us are sketchy, and the intelligence is full of discrepancies. These bland recent attacks were likely just smoke and mirrors for two possible purposes. Either the 9th Agency has pressured them enough in West District that they must fight for their survival, or the Underground has a more serious plan, and they must distract us.
Are you going back to West District? The FAC is plotting large-scale warfare in August and could use some support.
I'm heading there now. Now that I have her, at least I won't need extra replacements. The sooner I'm done with that, the sooner I can be back. There's still something here that interests me.
A loud voice breaks into the mansion, and next the already broken door is kicked into pieces. A petite figure dashes in.
Shalom!
The intruder grabs Shalom by her waist.
I heard you got attacked. Are you alright? Does it hurt? When, where, who's this bastard? Why did they do that? And did you catch them? Ah! You're bleeding so much on your chest.
I'm fine, my little detective. Look closely. It's not my blood.
Oh, you're right. Anyone who's lost this much blood won't be standing. I'm being silly again. But you must tell me if you're in danger. So many bad guys are after you. When I think of what they might do to you, I feel like my head's gonna explode. I've sworn not to let you get hurt again.
I like the energy of Christina already. Shalom smiles and gently combs the ginger girl's hair with her fingers. The girl's eyes brim with worry, but she can't conceal her joy from Shalom's caring gesture. She doesn't try to hide her admiration for Shalom.
Don't worry, Christina. Someone protected me.
Who? Someone other than me?
The ginger girl suddenly gets vigilant. The little detective follows Shalom's gaze and finally notices the tall, silent warrior standing on the side. The warrior looks at her expressionlessly, but the shield in her hand has turned into a huge sword, waiting to be swung. The second she sensed something wrong.
Her name is Rahu. She's an FAC warrior, just like your family.
You're an FAC soldier too? The wounds on your body, did you get them from protecting others? Protecting Shalom?
The girl's voice softens. She studied the scar and blood stains all over Rahu, concern and admiration glinting in her eyes. Rahu turns her face to the side and lowers her weapon, took a step back and remained silent.
She's honorable and reliable. A true knight, just like you. I depend on you both. Chris, an extremely important and arduous mission is coming up. I'll need your power. Can I expect help from our famous detective?
Of course. Of course! You don't need to ask.
Shalom smiles. The car rumbles outside the house. She turns and walks outside. The rain has stopped, but the person next to the car still puts Shalom's jacket over her shoulder. Deftly.
The group that provokes Paradisos is known as the Garden. They were once a sinner assassin group reared by the underground. They may have severed ties with the underground, or they may still be in touch. Doesn't matter. What matters is that someone in the group must know the entrance to the underground. Find their boss, or prepare for her arrival. The sinner who calls herself Mentor will show up for sure.
Those two dogs had the audacity to tarnish my flout. Tell the underground that the Garden will take this job. Give me the names. I'll handle it myself. As you wish. Let's witness the flowers bloom to their fullest. The hush from Paradisos. Shalom.
Was that it? Was that it? Oh, we got something. We got some extra thing here. Tailor shop. The first leaves she bore were petals, fleeting in their bloom. They fell gently one after the other. As Eden drowns in melancholy, the sunrise gives way to daylight. Today's blossom can hold onto yesterday's memories. I don't know. I think there's some sort of... Oh, there's another one? Take a look at that flowery scroll. Beside the message she left, there's an additional note. Think of it as a friendly tip, a subtle heads up, even a kind gesture. And if you run out of ink, stay tuned for what's coming tomorrow, or maybe even sooner than you think. Oh, they left. Oh, so technically, I think this is the garden left a message. They cascade like snowflake. They drop like stars, or like stars. As a gust sweeps through the heart of August, from the petals shed by roses. I hope you disappear into the unbroken field, unseen by any eyes. There's so many. What the hell? The crystallized blossom, mistakenly called. It hails from the stars, its allure outshining everything. This enigmatic drop descending from the skies, land in a garden where redemption denied, on a bloom as bright as day. I think I have to use it for what do you call this one, right? There's so many here. I think I'm gonna do it later. I'm not too bright for this type of stuff, but damn! Whoa! The story though, it's exciting. That's a really good cliffhanger, as expected from Path to Nowhere. Like I think like this story is actually giving me, I don't know, roller coaster ride, because I seriously I get confused. Who's the good guy here? Who's the bad guy here? Who's we are supposed to cheer on in here? You know. Like at the beginning, it seems like it's about Rahu want to take revenge to Paradisos, and the villain seems like gonna be like Garafano, and because, well, you know. But apparently it's not. The more we get to know about Paradisos, to be honest, I hate Paradisos at this point, right? Yeah. So from that point I start to like cheer for the Garden more. So I was siding with Garafano more. Even though I still like Shalom at the time, you know, I think she's just innocent or something, just a mere tool. But then they put a plot twist that, oh, she's not a mere tool. She actually, you know, someone that actually have ranks in there. And then they reveal how you know, Shalom is the 05 something, and I was like shocked. So. And then they reveal it again, like, oh, well, yeah, I technically, you know, I'm a 05 something, but I'm not the same person at the time as the 05 at the time. So yeah, I don't know. And the thing about Shalom is just, I don't know. At this point, like I cannot trust with what Shalom said anymore, because she's the type that I'll say really manipulative at this point. Just too manipulative to the point like maybe you can compare it to like Makima from Chainsaw Man. I just realized that goddamn the similarity between Shalom and Makima is just manipulative. I don't even know what she said is genuine from her heart, or just a way to manipulate Rahu in a way, right? And I kind of more right now my standpoint is more on the garden side. So far I feel like the garden is like you know, the group was doing their thing because they feel threatened. There just feels like, you know, those animals who become very very wild because, you know, they feel threatened by people coming. And that's how I feel about the garden. Garafano take the initiative to attack Shalom because well, it seems that Paradisos is provoking them, and so Garafano take the initiative, and then they caught Garafano and then to bet the leader out, which is makes sense. Now the leader want to you know, take it personally to the Paradisos, you know. Like I think this is more of Paradisos versus the underground, which is could be reference to Parma, and the garden probably just somehow stuck in between them. Yeah, but so far I'm in the garden side. I don't know anymore. But that's really good. I mean, like the first day, the first part was pretty slow for me. The second part it start to pick up, and the third part is just such a lot of plot twists at the same time. Great, it's great. I'm looking forward to the anniversary event, which is going to conclude the whole story, right? So yeah, I can't wait. And luckily we're not going to have like a 2 weeks filler, banner, because in the next 2 weeks we're gonna immediately get the continuation of this event. And from what I heard, I think the interrogation is from the anniversary is going to be very important for the closure of the event. So make sure you save your hypercube if you want to get the full story. But if you don't, I got all it covered. I'm gonna archive it on my channel, right? Shameless promotion. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoy. I hope you are enjoying the event. Yeah, I'll see you on the next video with whatever I do, or maybe an event. Yeah, this has been a ride, and take care. Bye bye.